Guyana is South America's best kept secret. A paradise of pristine rainforest, mountains and rivers on the northeast coast of South America. Preserved by its remoteness and limited human development, rainforest covers more than 85% of Guyana's land surface, providing home to some of the world's rarest and most endangered birds, plants, insects and mammals, with countless species still to be discovered. In 2015, Guyana gained global attention when oil reserves were discovered off its coastline. Since then, more offshore oil has been found in Guyana than anywhere else in the world. An economic boom could bring investment and employment to a nation where a third of the population lives in poverty. But exploitation of natural resources so often leads to environmental disaster. Guyana is at a critical juncture in its history. It could become a global champion of biodiversity and protection of the rainforest, or risks joining the long list of countries whose drive for gold, oil and timber left environmental devastation in its wake. We are facing a human-induced climate emergency. Rising temperatures are setting off a cascade of extreme weather events on a global scale. We are losing species at a rate not seen since the fall of the dinosaurs, as plants and animals struggle to adapt to a rapidly changing climate. Forests are our greatest weapon in the fight against climate change. They absorb up to a third of all carbon emissions and are home to the greatest concentration of animals and plants on Earth. As the risks from pandemics, such as the coronavirus, increase, rainforests are also a vital source of genetic diversity, potentially holding the key to medicines and vaccines of the future. But we are losing our rainforests at an alarming rate. 8 million hectares of rainforest, an area the size of Scotland, is cut down every year. Unabated, all rainforests could disappear within this century, tipping the Earth into further climate chaos and consigning millions of species to extinction. To protect the rainforest, we first need to understand it. Guyana has been overlooked by the global science community for decades. The last national study of biodiversity conducted almost 30 years ago. We do not know just how rich the environment is, the number of undiscovered animals, or the extent to which hundreds of endemic and endangered species in Guyana are under threat. Sophia Point will be Guyana's first accessible wildlife monitoring and research centre. Just 1.5 hours from the capital Georgetown on the Essequibo River, it is a unique 40-acre site set amongst hundreds of miles of unbroken rainforest. It will be a training centre for university students, a field site for groundbreaking global research, and a pillar of cutting-edge ecological science for the national and international science community. It is our opportunity to preserve a corner of this magnificent rainforest, to study it, learn from it, and in doing so understand how better to protect it. Sophia Point can be a beacon of hope, the last outpost on the edge of the rainforest, on the front line in the fight against climate change. The planet cannot afford to lose Guyana's rainforest. We cannot repeat the mistakes of the Brazilian Amazon or Congo Basin. What we choose to do now will profoundly affect our planet for generations to come. Sophia Point is our opportunity to tell a better story for the future. Will you be a part of it?